Hey y'all, it's Kim. So again, with the Epstein videos that I'm doing, I'm flabbergasted. I feel like we've been lied to, betrayed, whatever feelings you may have about it. You may not have any feelings about it, but Pam Bondi went on Fox News and said they had the documents on her desk. Whatever. Now they're trying to say she just had the documents, not the actual client list. But somebody is covering this up. And so I just making the videos because I'm just trying to make sure it stays fresh. I'm sure it will for a while. This may be one of those things because I've seen so many comments. People that's disappointed and they're like, I don't like Trump anymore. I'm like, oh my gosh, you do not understand how bad this is looking for him. I mean, I don't understand it. I was watching Benny Johnson. He said that he talked to somebody, and supposedly those documents are in the Southern District of New York. So how the hell would they be there if she said she had the stuff on her desk? So I'm not sure. I trust Benny, obviously. I don't trust Pam Bondi because she's obviously not being truthful. Dan and Cash, whatever. Supposedly, it's not even in the FBI's wheelhouse, like for these documents. So I don't know at this point what to believe, who's lying to us, why are they lying to us, why are they covering this up? I don't understand it. Maybe y'all get it. I'm not understanding it. But anyway, Virginia Giuffre, she's the one that I remember seeing like the most prominent Jeffrey Epstein victim. She might have been one of the first, but anyway, the latest on Virginia Giuffre, founder of the victims' rights organization Speak Out, Act, Reclaim, or SOAR, previously called Victims Refuse Silence. Oh, that's the name of it. Previously called Victims Refuse Silence. Giuffre has been vocal about the abuse she suffered under Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Giuffre alleges that she was trafficked for sex by Epstein for Prince Andrew, which the prince denied in a notorious interview with the BBC, where he insisted he had never met Giuffre, despite photographic evidence in their meeting. Giuffre sued Maxwell for defamation in 2015, and the case was settled in Giuffre's, I think that's how you say it, favor. So Prince Andrew accusers bullied at the time of death, friends say. Let's see. I just want to read this. Maybe we'll read the next one too. All right. So this was published June 5th, 2025 by Jack Royston, obviously Newsweek. Virginia Giuffre, who accused Prince Andrew of rape, was being bullied online at the time of her death by a reported suicide. A friend and fellow victim has said Giuffre lost her life to suicide in April, according to a statement released by her family in the aftermath. In 2021, she filed a civil lawsuit in New York stating she had been forced by Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell to have sex with Prince Andrew in London, New York, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Andrew denied the allegations and settled out of court for an undisclosed sum. Now, former model Anuska de Georgia, I'm probably saying that wrong, has told the BBC Giuffre was being bullied on social media at the time of her death. De Giorgio, whatever, said the way abuse victims are discussed online not only damage their mental health, but also risk discouraging other victims from coming forward. I can see that. Anuska de Georgia calls out online bullies. There is an opportunity here after her death, and perhaps even because of her death, for us to get a greater understanding of the trajectory of recovery from abuses of this type, and to learn a little bit more about how nonlinear that recovery is and how triggers come, DeGiorgia said. Recovery ebbs and flows, and of course, Virginia was being bullied online, and she was in the midst of trying to navigate through recovering whilst simultaneously continued to be attacked. If you look at her social media, you will see hundreds, even thousands of comments from people saying that she was not telling the truth and that they were glad that she had passed. Wow, that's terrible. Whoa. Anyway, I like to remember Virginia as somebody who was brave, was courageous, was deeply troubled. Without her, none of what took place would have been possible. And she said Giuffre's treatment could stop other victims from reporting crimes. One of the consequences is certainly that this contributed, to the pressure that was put on somebody, and also the fact that it stops people coming forward. It stops victims and survivors coming forward. Because what is the incentive to come forward if this is the way that we handle things and this is the response? Virginia Giuffre's death, a family statement confirmed her death in April, read, "It is with utterly broken hearts that we announce that Virginia passed away last night at her farm in Western Australia. She lost her life to suicide after being a lifelong victim of sexual abuse and sex trafficking. In the end, the toll of abuse is so heavy that it became unbearable for Virginia to handle its weight." Who is Anuska DeGiorgio, whatever, described her own abuse in an interview with NBC News alongside Giuffre in September of 2019, a month after Epstein died in jail in New York. She said she was lured into Epstein's world because she had well-connected friends, having come from an affluent British family, and found the financiers surrounded by yes people. In every location, there was this microcosm of acceptance of yes people who acted like this was normal. If you're a young person walking into a mansion or someone's island, and all the people who are present are acting as though this is okay, and you're the only one who thinks it's weird, it's hard to say something. By the time I was being raped, it was too late, she added. Jack Royston is chief royal correspondent for Newsweek, based in London. Um, you can find him on X, formerly Twitter, at Jack Royston, and read his stories on Newsweek's The Royal Facebook page. That's fair. Whatever. I mean, I didn't see anything like really political. That shouldn't even be a political thing. That should be a protect the victim thing. But anyway, Prince Andrew's death heaps pressure on police. Let's see. I'm just trying to look. This lady, she was on Piers Morgan. Virginia Giuffre, Jeffrey Epstein accuser. It's mainly just talking about her death. Okay, well, okay. I'm wondering. I'm just trying to look through here. Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer says Prince Andrew made a terrible mistake. That was from last year. Fake Jeffrey Epstein documents flood the internet. I wonder what that is. Anyway, let me come back. I'll record separate videos on this if anything I find. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.